He looks fat.
He's not in shape. He doesn't run. He plays the game strictly on talent.
So a belly.
Zion Williamson's $127 million salary seems to be on the line, and it's all because of his poor lifestyle choices. Back in 2022, the Pelicans landed Zion for 5 years with a $193 million contract extension. However, the star's weight issues and history with injuries have seemingly put the Pelicans in a dilemma. Sure, nobody wants to pay a premium salary to an unfit player, right? Getting slammed by an adult star just adds to the fire. The drama intensifies with the latest episode involving adult film star Mariah Mills. The backdrop of this ongoing story is Williamson's struggle with form and fitness, further complicated by his recovery from serious injuries. The scene of contention unfolded during the in-season tournament between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Lakers. Here, Zion was at the center of criticism, not just for his performance, but also for his apparent overweight condition. This wasn't just idle chatter. Reputable sports media outlets echoed these concerns, highlighting his disregard for the team's dietary advice. The plot thickens with Mariah Mills entering the fray through a video on her TikTok account. She didn't hold back, directly addressing Zion with some candid advice, and it was far from flattering. Mills advised Zion to hit the treadmill, cut down on sodas, and diversify his basketball skills beyond dunking. She went as far as to criticize his performance both on and off the court, in rather personal terms. Here's what she said. "Here's some advice to Zion Williamson, since you want to send your publicist to talk shit about me every other freaking week. How about you get on a treadmill, speed 3, level 12, and maybe you'll lose some weight. Go on it for like an hour or two. Second, how about you STP drinking sodas? 3, how about you practice doing your three-pointer?" In a recent match against the Memphis Grizzlies, the spotlight was back on Zion. It was Ja Morant's comeback game following a 25-game ban, but for Zion, it was a struggle. Scoring only 13 points in 25 minutes, the game raised more questions than answers about his current state, both physically and possibly mentally. This shows how important it probably is for Zion to lose some pounds, don't you think? Zion Williamson's challenges continue to escalate, with recent developments adding more complexity to his career trajectory. Last Wednesday, another layer was added to Zion's ongoing struggles. Beyond his publicized feud with adult film star Moriah Mills, his contractual situation with the New Orleans Pelicans took a concerning turn. In a surprising revelation on Thursday, details emerged about Zion's latest contract, a pact that's no longer as secure as it seemed. A specific clause, intricately woven into the contract's fabric, has become the crux of the matter. Zion's recent inactivity on the court, a consequence of his injury, has triggered this clause, altering the fate of his contract's final 3 years. Here's the catch. The contract stipulated a requirement for Zion to play a certain number of official games per season. This was essential for the guarantee of the contract's last 3 years to remain in place. Unfortunately, the reality was starkly different. Zion's court appearances have been limited to just 29 games, with an absence in 22 of those for the Pelicans. This significant gap in his playtime activated the clause, leaving the last 3 years of his contract, spanning 2025 to 2028, no longer guaranteed. But there's a glimmer of hope for Zion. He can reclaim the lost guarantee. To do this, he must meet several specific benchmarks. He also needs to clock in 61 games before the non-guaranteed year kicks in. However, the stakes are high. Failure to meet regular checks on his weight and body fat could lead to further financial loss. These measures, prompted by Zion's recent diet issues, were implemented by the team's leadership as a safety precaution. Reports from The Athletic indicate that Zion is fully aware of these contract changes. His only recourse now is to strive for a return to peak form. The implications of these developments are far-reaching. As soon as this contract situation is confirmed, it could spark interest from other NBA teams, eyeing the opportunity to sign Williamson when the time is right. Zion's journey ahead is fraught with challenges, but it's also an opportunity for a comeback story. His response to these hurdles will not only shape his career, but also define his legacy in the world of basketball. Continuing from the previous discussion on Zion Williamson's challenges, the spotlight intensifies on his dietary and conditioning habits. The New Orleans Pelicans, evidently concerned, have reportedly urged the 2019 first overall NBA draft pick to make significant changes in these areas. However, Williamson's response to this has raised alarms. In a critical showdown against the Los Angeles Lakers in the in-season tournament semifinals, Williamson's performance was underwhelming. The Pelicans faced a heavy 133-89 defeat, with Zion only contributing 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, coupled with 3 turnovers. This performance sparked further scrutiny over his physical condition. Adding fuel to the fire, the Times-Picayune reported that, despite the Pelicans' advice on improving his diet and conditioning, Williamson seems unresponsive. This attitude drew criticism from NBA legend and TNT commentator Shaquille O'Neal, who accused Williamson of not putting in enough effort and not running hard enough during games. Executive Vice President David Griffin had previously praised Williamson for his off-season commitment, noting a significant increase in his time spent at the Pelicans' practice facility. Yet, the same questions loom over Zion this season. Post-game, Williamson reflected on his own performance, acknowledging the need for increased aggressiveness and a more proactive approach in finding his shots. He emphasized the importance of trusting his game and transferring that energy to his team. Coach Willie Green, addressing the loss to the Lakers, pointed out the team's lack of competitive spirit and commended the Lakers' dominance. He highlighted this as a learning moment, especially for Zion, emphasizing the heightened intensity of such high-stake games. In a candid moment on Gilbert Arena's Gil's Arena podcast, Zion Williamson opened up about his struggles with diet and lifestyle. Acknowledging the challenges he faced as a young, wealthy NBA star, Zion admitted that managing his diet wasn't easy. "There were times when I wasn't. That sheet's hard, man. I'm 2022, have a lot of money, feel like all the money in the world, man," he confessed. Furthermore, his resentment at the contractual insecurity splashed a bit too wide. "Now is that extra pizza, extra burger, midnight snacks worth millions? 100 millions?" exclaimed the deeply saddened Pelican. Or should we say, former Pelican. This led Arenas to throw out an opinion that Zion's issues seem to have set a bad precedent, and any team that's looking forward to recruit him in the roster is going to add a clause for his weight in the contracts. Zion's journey hasn't been without its hurdles. Injuries and off-court controversies have often overshadowed his on-court prowess. Yet, there's a sense of turning a corner. Zion mentioned the positive influence of the wise people around him, guiding him towards better habits and decisions. This revelation from Zion is a crucial step in his journey. It's about more than just basketball. It's about personal growth and navigating the complexities of fame and success at a young age. Zion, with his immense talent, has shown flashes of brilliance on the court. Now, as he confronts his off-court challenges, the hope is that he'll find a balance that allows him to realize his full potential and maintain his health, both for the sake of his career and personal well-being. Sorzi Tonsawe. As Zion Williamson navigates these tumultuous waters, his story becomes more than a tale of basketball prowess. It's a narrative of personal growth, of grappling with the challenges that come with early fame and fortune. His journey reflects the delicate balance between professional success and personal well-being. As Zion addresses these hurdles, he's not just fighting for his place in the NBA, but also for a healthier, more balanced life, setting an example for athletes everywhere. That's it for today, folks. If you liked the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to NBA Bling for more such cha-ching videos. See you next time. Until then, never ever forget to shoot your shot.